Greetings, people. This is Keith Modesto doing my Let's Play Minecraft series using the Forge mod loader and the Direwolf 20 mod pack. Okay, so in the last episode I built some coal coke ovens. Well, I built one coal coke oven. I actually built another one off camera, and I will show that in a minute. This is all getting building the infrastructure needed to build tracks and stuff for from the Railcraft mod, so I can use that stuff to build things, right? Because I built one rail line already. It starts right here to get me from this part of the base over to the tower where the Thalmcraft room is, and I was able to use tracks because I found an abandoned mine shaft where I could just find tracks lying around, right? But if I want to build a lot of other tracks for things, it'd be good if I could just make them myself. And in order to do that, I need creosote oil, and it would help to have steel, although you don't need to have steel to make tracks. You just get more tracks if you turn the iron into steel than you do if you just use iron. And there's other things you can use steel for. Now, so I'm thinking today to build a blast furnace. Now, you don't actually need to use you don't need to have a blast furnace to make steel anymore. I think it used to be that way, but now there's another way to make steel, which is not that steel. I wish there were that steel. Okay, so you can smelt steel dust, and that steel dust is made from coal and 4 coal and 1 iron ingot, or there's another way. Oh, I guess there's another way. I thought there was another way to get that. There must be a different version of that. I'm not sure. Anyway, or put it in a redstone furnace, or you can put pulverized iron and coal dust, yeah, or charcoal into an induction smelter. It takes more charcoal than it does coal. Yeah. Or you can put, where is it? Oh, here we go. You put ingots, 1 ingot, and some charcoal, or, well, some source of fuel into obviously coal coke, into a blast furnace. Anyway, so the thing with the blast furnace is it uses less fuel, right? It only takes, I think, actually I don't know. It must take, I don't know how many. Is it just 1? Maybe this is showing it takes 1. Well, I guess we'll have to find out. Yeah, that can't be right. I'm assuming it takes less than 1, that you get multiple ingots of steel from 1 piece of coal coke. Otherwise, I'm not sure what the point of making a blast furnace would be. But anyway, I've never made a blast furnace, so let's go ahead and try it out. I guess I should look up the recipe for a blast furnace. It's another multi-block structure like the coal coke oven, only instead of being 3 by 3 by 3 like the coal coke oven, it's 3 by 4 by 3. And so you need, I guess, 3 by 4 by 3. That would, well, 27. I guess that would be 36 minus 2 would be 34. I guess you need 34 blocks. I'm going to guess you need 34 blocks. Anyway, so you make blast furnace bricks by combining these things right here. I need some soul sand, nether bricks, and magma cream. So, and you get 4 for each one, right? So, I need nether bricks, which I don't think I really have, right? You can get them from a nether fortress. You can make them from nether bricks, which you can get by smelting netherrack, right? So that's that would be 4 bricks per nether brick. So I would need 4 netherracks per nether. 4 for each one of these. 4 for each one of these, yeah. Or 4 for each one of these, excuse me. Or another way is to put, there's a couple different ways. You can compress nether bricks, or you can put netherrack directly along with soul sand directly in an induction smelter, and you get 2 nether bricks for that, plus a little bit of sulfur. So that actually uses less netherrack, so plus a little soul sand. So I think we're going to do it that way. So, and I already went and grabbed a bunch of netherrack from the nether, right? I did that off camera. So here's my induction smelter. So I go ahead and put that in there and that in there and let it do its thing. And oh, and I figured something else out. In the last episode, I made a rolling machine so I could make some so I could make the booster tracks. But it turns out I already had made a rolling machine. That was so I could make this steel tank that I have downstairs that's got mob essence in it. And also, I noticed, I was losing charge all the time in this Leadstone energy cell. I'm losing charge right now, of course, because this thing is running. But even when nothing was running, I would lose charge. So after I'd come over here, want to process some metal or something, and this would have been off, because it doesn't need to be on all the time when nothing's running. But then I look at this and it'd be empty, even though it hadn't been empty when I had turned the steam dynamo off. So I thought, well, maybe just Leadstone energy cells just lose charge over time. Maybe that's one of the disadvantages of a lower tier energy storage block. But it turns out that rolling machines actually lose charge over time. They're always burning energy even if they're not doing anything. So I actually disconnected this with a crescent hammer. And the same thing was happening. I noticed this because I noticed it for the rolling machine I made downstairs. I noticed that it was I was just looking at it. I noticed, let's see if I go back here. You see right here on the right hand side, this is where the energy, it's got an internal energy buffer, a little internal battery for itself. And I was looking at it, noticing that it was fluctuating, even though the rolling machine wasn't on. And then I disconnected it and saw it, and I said, oh, I guess rolling machines always use energy, even when they're not working. I think there's a couple of blocks like that. So that's kind of, I don't think that's so great. Anyway, so we'll let that run. And I'll show you something else here I did off camera. I made another steel tank. This is the steel tank I made a number of episodes ago, and there's some kind of visual bug going on here. Anyway, so it's full of, yeah, see, it disappears and then it's back again. I think if I right click, my inventory is going to do something strange. It did before. Anyway, so it's got a lot of mob essence in it, and I made another steel tank. It's right in here. Do you see the texture for the steel tank gauge? And Whale is kind of freaking out. Sometimes it shows the creosote oil, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. See, there, it did it. There's something wrong. Hopefully it doesn't actually do anything permanent. It's just a visual bug. But anyway, so this is another steel tank from Railcraft, and it's for creosote oil. And I've got, well, if I showed this, but I've got one. There's a valve right there, and the valve right there. The valve up here, there is where the creosote oil is coming in from downstairs. I guess I could show this too. The other. So there's pipes inside the walls and stuff. There are pipes connecting the. I guess I could show this. There, we got fluid ducts, and they're connected to the sides. There's a pneumatic servo in there. So, so the creosote oil is being pumped out of the coal coke ovens. How much do I have? I have more than a sack there. More than a sack there, and I still probably have some. Yes, I still have some coal in there being processed. Cool, that's all good. Okay, so I probably have. Don't do that. Okay, I should have enough. I should have enough nether bricks now to make the blast furnaces. But I also need magma cream, so I need to make some of that. I might have a few, but I need to make some. I have one. And I think I read that I would need 9. So let's grab some blaze powder. We can combine these and make more of these magma creams. Put the blaze powder back. Okay. Okay, and let's go grab our nether bricks. And I guess we can get the soul sand. Put it, well, actually, I need soul sand. And is that everything I need? Yes. 1. I want to make sure I don't make too many. Oh, I need a little bit more. I I need some more soul sand. That should be enough. I think that's more than, maybe 2 more than enough. I think because I think we need 34. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I don't have a place for that. I guess I'll put them in here. Okay. So I also need to clear space for this. So I'm gonna grab my hammer, and I have a nice pick already, and I actually don't need this. Well, I guess I should keep the axe on me. And a shovel. I might need a shovel. Okay, so I'm gonna clear a spot for this blast furnace downstairs, and when I have the spot cleared, I'll be back and we'll build this thing. All right, people, I'm back. So here, there's the second. Did I ever show this? The second coke oven brick. The second coke oven that I built. And that reminds me, did I ever scan? I did scan that. Okay, good. Anyway, so here is the spot I've cleared out to build the blast furnace. Okay, so let's go ahead and lay this down. It's 3 blocks on the bottom, or 3 by 3, so 9 blocks on the bottom, and then it's 4 blocks high. Oh, how did I do that? Oh, it was that thing. It was that thing right there, the stone lamp. Messed with me. Okay. So I guess we get 2 blocks left over. Yes, and there's a little window on the bottom, so that means that it did work. And if we right-click on it, we'll get the interface. So the bottom goes to fuel, charcoal or coal coke, and the top goes the steel ingots. I think blocks also work. Steel blocks. I mean, excuse me, iron ingots or iron blocks go in there, and then it outputs the steel to there. And then, just like I did with the coke ovens, I think I'm going to install some hoppers and some chests to get things in and out. So we're going to put, I'm going to assume that things, the output, the steel will fall out of the blast furnace, just like the coke falls out of the coke oven there. So which means that I should put I'm probably breaking more than I need to. Let's grab that. Oh yeah, we want that. Okay, so we're gonna put first we put the chest right there. Oh, actually I should put it from this direction, right there. Okay, and then we put the hopper right there like that. Okay, that should work. And I need to cover this back up. Okay. And then stone, so it looks nice. Okay, and then we'll put the let's see, I guess we want to have the hopper right here, like that, and then a chest right there. And now, if we grab some, I'm thinking if we grab some coke and put it in here, it should automatically, oh, I need to break that so I can open the chest. Okay, so it should automatically put the coke into the right spot, which is because it's fuel. Right, and now we just need some steel, or iron. We need iron to make steel. I keep on saying the wrong thing. Actually, there's probably some in here. Yes, because I haven't moved it all, so. And I just read on the wiki, I was, going over, if I can input and output things the same similar ways to this, but I'm going to take this back out and just put in one. How many pieces of iron, steel will this give me from one piece of coal coke is the question I'm wondering. And I hope it is more than one. Although I'm afraid it might not be, because that's what I read on the wiki. And that seems wrong to me. If you go to all the trouble of making this device, it should use more fuel, it should use fuel more efficiently. It should use something more efficiently. Anyway. Oh, it takes more than one? Well, that. Of course, the other things also use energy. Oh. I don't know why. Why did they do it this way? Why? Okay, so those should automatically get put into the right spots, I believe. So let us just process a whole bunch of this stuff. There we go, that's working. Oh, it's going into the right. I wonder if that'll... I could have two different inputs. See, if this hopper gets just, if the hopper happens to get totally full of iron, it won't also get any coal or coke. Well, yeah, I might need to do that. I could put it here. I don't like the idea of it being right next to. I guess I should have made this a little bit bigger. Well, anyway, have I gotten any yet? I got one steel ingot. Okay, it's gonna take a while. It's going to take a while for this to work. So, okay, so what is the next little bit of infrastructure that I want to have? I think... Oh, you know what? I should make is a rock crusher. A rock crusher. That is another multi-block device from Railcraft, and I should have already have all the things I need to make it. The big, most expensive ingredient it needs... I wonder if I can sleep. It's raining. Why? Anyway, the most expensive ingredient it needs is diamonds. I don't think that... Well, I was saying diamonds, so I typed diamonds, but I meant to put in rock crusher. Okay, 3 by 2 by 2. Okay, so we need pistons, a block of steel. Oh, so I need to make some steel before I can make this thing. And some pistons. Okay. Now I could be wrong about this, but I don't think there's anything that you need a rock crusher to make that you cannot make some other way. But which means it's not really necessary for anything, except for that there is one little cool thing it can do, which is this. You know, there's ways you can make diamonds. You can actually make diamonds in a couple of ways. What is that? Oh, I meant to do this. What was that, though? I've not seen that before. Deficit crystal. I wonder what that does. Well, anyway. You can, let's see, well, you know, you can get it from diamond ore, of course. And you get a little bit more from diamond ore if you put it into a pulverizer, which I've done. But you can also you can compress a coal chunk to get a diamond. You can also get diamonds from a rock crusher, from gravel. If you put gravel in a rock crusher, you get sand. You get a very, very small chance of getting a gold nugget and a very, very small chance of getting a diamond. But if you have a lot of gravel, then you just put a lot of gravel in your rock crusher, let it do what it does, and you get diamonds over time. Eventually, I guess you'd want to get more diamonds than you put into making the thing. I think it takes 12 diamonds maybe to make the whole thing. Anyway, and you can get gravel, besides mining it in the world, you can get gravel by pulverizing netherrack. You have a small chance of getting gravel from pulverizing cobble, or you can crush cobble in a rock crusher, and you always get gravel from that. So that's probably a good way. In fact, you could, well, certainly not going to do this to begin with, but you could make 2 rock crushers, or I guess you could just have 2 cycles. Put a bunch of cobblestone in your rock crusher, and then when that's done processing, you put a whole bunch of all the gravel that you got out of it into the rock crusher. Anyway. So I think that is the next thing to do after we get enough steel. That'll have to wait for getting enough steel from... enough steel. Actually, I'm thinking maybe... I've gotten 5 pieces. I am going to take out this and this. I guess we can, oh, did I lose that? I lost that. Oh, I should have waited. Anyway, I'm just going to make a couple of blocks here. I thought, oh, is blocks more than that? I thought blocks of steel were just 4. I guess they're 9. Do I have, I think I might used to. Do I still have it in my inventory? No. I have to go upstairs to get to a crafting table. Here's my timer. I just want to put, I'm not sure how many blocks you need. You know, actually, I think we might not need that many. Yeah, this will be good for now. Well, I guess I'll get one more. Nice even number. That's not an even number. I think that you can put iron blocks into a blast furnace and it'll make it into a steel block. So we'll just, I don't know, will that be a little faster? Maybe. Yeah, it's working. It's gonna take longer. It is working, isn't it? I mean, why would it have fired up if it weren't doing something? Oh, well, I'll have to leave it alone and watch it, I guess. Can you do this? Oh, it is doing something. Okay, it's working. Good. And I've got the 5 pieces of steel. Okay, so I'll let that process off camera, and I'll think of something else to do in the next episode. I'll either do stuff off camera and come back when I have enough steel blocks to start making the rock crusher, or else I'll think of something else to do. Another project to start before, you know, while that's still working, and then come back. I guess we might as well stop right here. Okay, so we gotta wrap this thing up. This has been Keith the Minister playing modded Minecraft with the Direwolf 20 mod pack. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.